Hey, tribe and potential tribe members. For some, welcome back, and for others, welcome to the community. It just feels good today. Let's see what we talking about today, y'all. I don't know. Y'all know we let the divine guide us in our readings, so let's see, y'all. I love y'all. I really do. I don't know what cards we're using. Oh, I heard this one when I touched it. Okay. I'm hearing one, so let's see if we're getting one card. This is crazy. That's not what that's not what I felt. Ooh, I heard someone else. Okay, that makes more sense. It's almost an energy of someone. Well, I moved the camera. My bad. It's this energy here where someone who you may have thought was your friend turned out to be a foe, or I want to pull from the strongest energy here, guys. It's forming an infinity sign as well. Someone you're connected to. I think you're viewing someone in the wrong light because of previous behaviors, previous actions. And you're like side-eyeing someone, and it's interesting because you two are still connected. It's almost a mirroring image here. This energy is so interesting. It's so entangled. Like, I'm seeing these two differences, but this common denominator that keeps them tied. And it doesn't feel bad, but it feels almost like a misinterpretation. I feel like someone you're connected to is we have inner conflict, morality, and conscious choices. I feel this energy where two very strong, dominant energies. It's almost like a energy of meeting at the wrong time. What you may call the wrong time. Almost like a bad blood energy. I feel like someone did something that they really regret. And because of it, it's like this energy, you still have this person in your heart space, but you're like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But it's this energy more so of, fool me once, shame on me. I should have known better. But it feels like this is the way it was meant to be. It's in divine order, but because it's two different sides of the coin, you guys don't see each other's point, or you don't see why it all divinely happened. Almost like a divine orchestration. And these two beings don't see what the divine is doing in the middle, although they feel tied, like it's purpose here. It's a lot of inner conflict, definitely, with regards to this connection here. This is definitely a connection. It's definitely a divine connection. I feel like two people, one person doesn't know where to go with this, and the other person doesn't know where to start again with this. It's really a stay or go, make it or break it kind of energy. Conscious choice. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to make a choice here. This is two people who are definitely divinely connected and were definitely divinely guided to each other, but it's almost like an energy of karma had to play out, if you will. Karma had to kind of reveal the difference in seeing 23 as a 5 and seeing 23 as a 2 and a 3. If you guys get what I'm saying. Interesting thing is we did have 5:23 on the clock, which is the same numbers we're talking about. You know what I mean? There was a change that had to happen within each of these beings that could only transpire through the interactions between the two. It's this energy of with divine purpose to bring both parties into this high priest and empress energy. 2 and a 3, that's the high priestess as well as the empress. 5 would be the hierophant. High priest and high priestess would be a hell of a divine, insightful pair. It's almost an energy as well here of two beings having too much information for their own good, or too much. It's almost like two people, or one of you felt like this is too good to be true. There's someone still operated in that, probably this darker energy here. This person operated in that energy of, if it's too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. And this person operated in the energy of, if it's too good to be true, then it's definitely for me. That sounds like some shit that comes to a person like me, right? So while this person was like, shit, yeah, I'm rocking with this other person was like, and the divine was like, y'all don't even know. But you will find out. 5, right? 2, 3, right? It's also an energy of a divine elevation. I don't know. It's this energy here where they're like, wouldn't you rather be a dragon? You know? Wouldn't you rather be a dragon? This physical experience is cool and all, but you know, wouldn't you rather your conscious level be a dragon? Something about that. It's again a higher level of consciousness, a divine level of consciousness. Again, we have 23. High priest, high priestess, empress. This is divine evolution through the experience of another, or with the experience of another. It would be no doubt in my mind that if this was like a emotional battle, right? These beings hit that water. Water, air, water, air. That may be significant for some, but that's that energy of spirit, reality, right? That energy of emotion and logic, right? This person may have been emotional. This person was logical. I mean, it goes right along with what we explained before. This is just two people who are perfect resonance for each other on a soulful level. But in the 3D experience, they're very different. Two spiritually similar beings, but on a worldly different vibration here. It's like an energy of two old souls, right? One of you may even be younger in this scenario. This person here may be younger. But it's two old souls, so it's definitely a soulmate pairing, right? It's two beings who resonate on a soulful level, but on a conscious level, right? Conscious choices. In love, we're dealing with the unconscious energy because it's not a conscious energy. It's not a worldly matter. It's love. So you have one person operating in a worldly dynamic and the other operating in a spiritual dynamic, and wondering why it's not as cohesive as it feels spiritually, right? Why is it not as cohesive in the physical as it is in the spiritual? Because the barrier is removing the conscious aspect of it. This is something you're not going to be able to make sense. And we have to factor in free will, because free will, I must say always, is a motherfucker. It's some bullshit. But it's cool because it allows you to have lessons. It allows you to have a diverse experience. This may be one of those situations where you have to agree to disagree. It was 10:11 on the clock, which is also 1:11. It's something that can definitely, maybe, and this may be even one of those situations where as soon as you take love out of it, in regards to a more intimate nature, right? If you take the aspect of relationship, intimacy, out of it, this may be something that actually could work. But I'm hearing it like love and this kind of friendship doesn't mix. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like to be the bearer of, I don't want to say bad news because it's not bad news. To find out the truth can never be bad, even if it hurt for a minute. So it's not like the bearer of bad news, but the bearer of truth. It was just 11:10 on the clock, the opposite of what we just seen, and it changed to 11:11 in my face. In the back of this card, I was about to say you have the opportunity to walk through this door of spirit into a new level. It was 11:22 just now. As 11:11 is also a triggering number to go in a different direction, to explore the depths of self deeper, to walk through the door of spirit. 11:11 is a trigger. In my personal opinion, 11:11 is a trigger number to ascend in whatever way is best for you at the time. It was just 11:44 on the clock. So many synchronicities here, guys. Truth is, I heard that Fantasia, I never should have let you go. It's killing me because now I know. I never got over you. This person has not got over you. Truth is, I never should have let you go. 12:12 on the clock. That's the hangman on both of you guys. A different perspective here. Someone didn't do the right thing in regards to how they handled the situation. But hurt people. Inner conflict. It's like trying to, the image they're giving me is, say you're in a large group of people and some shit break out and it's just chaotic, right? You can't expect to be the one person walking in a straight line and think nobody's going to cross you, step on your toes, and nothing like that. If you're in a chaotic environment, internally, externally, whatever, it's going to be chaos in the mind. That's the way it works. If your mind is chaotic and your mind is heavily tied to your physical space, right? Then it's going to produce chaos in your reality faster. 13:13 was on the clock. This person had inner conflict, and because of that, it caused chaos within the dynamics, within themselves, within their inner being. Thus for resulting in chaos in the external experience. And a part of the chaos is the pain here now from losing you. It was just 13:33 on the clock, which is 3:33. Someone here is hurting behind losing this one here. But this one here is like, if it's something that's not going to be able to be here, right, in the emotional realm, in the spiritual space, if this is a connection that can't stay submerged emotionally, meaning, in each other's, like I always tell y'all, to be in love with someone means you both have to be in each other's heart, mind, energy, respect, right? You have to honor each other, or it's not love. It's a contract. It's a lesson. It's whatever you want to fucking call it, as long as you call it what it is. Because in these soulmate connections we have in our experience, we are the ones who categorize them. And people only have the level of importance that we give them. Meaning, 14:44 on the clock, which is 4:44, meaning if we meet someone, this is going to be, let's give you an example. Say we meet 20 people, right? let's say 10 of these people are amazing people, 10 are just fucked up people. And you took 5 from each group, right? Because them was the ones you vibed with, right? And this is what we do in life. Because I mean, shit, we don't even have to dig into the reasons why. Because things just happen for a reason. And not all of the reasons we're privy to the information of. It's like having a file, you know, it's like the CIA, yo. We can't go look at our file. How you not privy to the information that's about you? And that's what life is about sometimes. We don't need to know it all. We just need to know what we need to know and keep it rolling. The sun is not going to stop rising and setting. You know what I mean? So we can't hang up on decisions, right? We can't hang up on changes we didn't want to happen. We can't hang up on love here, love gone tomorrow. It's all according to perspective anyways, right? You can love someone from a distance. That's just choosing to properly and healthy love someone in a healthy manner. 16 with 16 on the clock. You know? You would never want to settle for the person you love rather than the person you can be in love with, right? You would never want to settle. Don't take love over being in love just because it's love. You're going to have love on so many different levels in your life. But when it comes to the right love, it's different. You have wisdom and power of the divine here. 7 with the chariot energy, divine energy. Wisdom. Absolutely. It's a lot you can do with wisdom, guys. As one of the cards I created, wisdom is the best source of wealth. It really is. It's like essentially the difference between being given fish and learning how to fish. Wisdom is knowing how to fish. Right? As we have the whale watcher. Power of the divine, absolutely. This is you learning how to protect your emotions. Learning how to protect your inner dwelling. Making sure that others' conflict and chaos does not become your own. It's again like this energy of encountering love and evaluating it for what it is. You know, again, like the other card, like I tell y'all, I should use the cards I make more often. But it's again that energy of honoring your emotions, but structuring them with wisdom, structuring them with logic, with reason. Right? Faith and trust, 2 different things here, right? And the way this is being, I'm seeing that it's a real reflection and a gratitude. To be in a divine energy is to be in gratitude, right? No matter what the experience is, you know it came to you for a reason, and you're going to take the value of it and leave the rest, no matter what it is, right? It really feels like a beautiful shift in your reality moving forward. This feels like the last lesson here on this level. You know what I mean? Like that spiritual spiral we talk about, it's ascending. You're no longer going to have to experience these lower vibrational lessons. Lessons are only blessings no matter what the form is anyways. Last card we're going to take from this. And this is talking about your perception. We have surprises here. Sometimes shock and total paradigm shift. 35. I'm immediately getting drawn to 8 energy here with strength. That's Empress and again Hierophant energy. It's time to excel. Like I said, change. Like we talked about in the beginning here. This is profound change. I mean, a total paradigm shift is what it literally says. Surprises, sometimes shock, like, right? The Lady of Lightning. This 3 energy, it feels really like 5, 7, 8. It's a jump there. This 3 energy feels like, well, we know that water energy is very creative. Cup energy is very creative. Empress energy is very creative. Heart energy is very creative. I'm almost seeing like this energy of, it's like I'm seeing something like churning in my mind's eye, and it creating resistance. Okay, let's put it like this. I know a lot of y'all seen Black Panther. Don't play with me. You know how when his sister hooked him up with that last suit, and every time something hit him, it creates this energy within the suit itself, right? Every time something hits him, every time he takes a blow, every time he's flung or hits the ground, you know what I mean? It builds up this, why do I keep hearing momentum? That's not the word I want. Divine, come on. I mean, the momentum is significant because you're going to need momentum to keep up with this change. It's a total paradigm shift. That water is dried up. Well, look at that. It literally looks like dry land, like this water dried up. Something about an importance of logic here. And that Black Panther energy again, where you took so many hits and bumps and bruises and it all just built up within your suit. It all just built up within your power. I'm seeing it like an energy of, compare the suit to your energy field, right? All of this resistance and I can't get the word I'm looking for. Man, it's like it all built up and now you're just going to be able to disperse it with power. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to use it as a benefit. All of this that you felt would have made you weak, you were always protected. You know what I mean? You always had the suit of armor on. You were always the dragon, right? I'm seeing this thing in this cage here slain. Like it's down. And I heard the word specifically slain. You killed this shit. You killed it in this last cycle. You killed this shit. And now it's a total paradigm shift. And you're going to be completely shocked. I just seen 2333 on 2332. Jesus. You're going to be completely shocked. Almost like the shoe was on the other foot. Almost this energy of all those times you were looking out into the world and seeing everybody come up. All the times you were looking out in the world and seeing your friends getting married. Seeing, this is what I'm hearing, guys. So this is going to be specific for some. But it's like all the good things you were seeing happening to other fucking people. You were like, you know what? I'm about to get emotional, y'all. Dang. Y'all own it today. All the good shit you were seeing happen for other people, and you were like, you know, it's all coming for me. I kissed a few frogs, but fuck it. I can't just dwell on my past. I can't sit in conflict. I have to make the conscious choice to be wise, to use the power of divinity within myself, to co-create these complete shifts within my experience. You have been on a hell of a journey, tribe, and it's given you wisdom. It's given you the ability to really look at things from other people's perspectives. Feel things from other people's shoes to the best of your abilities. I feel like you're walking away from all these different things in your life, including people, and you're genuinely walking away with it with a profound sense of gratitude, a profound sense of like accomplishment. I heard strongly endurance. It's almost this energy of you prove to yourself that you're capable of weathering any storm. You're capable of overcoming and achieving in your experience anything that's thrown at you. I'm hearing that Button song again where it's like the divine chose me to put a lot on my plate, so they had to figure I wouldn't be bothered by the weight. You know what I mean? They had to figure I wouldn't let it's like I just heard it's like the difference between living to eat and eating to live in regards to the reference we just gave, the metaphor or whatever. You're learning how to take in experience in a way that gives you life. And like I always tell you guys, gratitude is the gift that keeps on giving. So when you begin to walk in gratitude and find your stride, right? You open the doorway for complete change. You open the door for this. And now it's time for you to have it. I heard specifically there will be no other you. Any of these people in your past experiences, you left your mark. Trust me. Whoever this reading is for, these people, these situations have all become better individuals because of you. So you have to be able to take that for what it's worth. You don't need any apologies. I don't believe in closure. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really don't believe in closure. Seeking closure external to yourself. I've never believed in that. I always been the kind of person, if it's over, deuces. You know what I mean? We ain't got to text. We ain't got to talk. We ain't got to meet up. I'm cool. Right? Some of you have learned that closure is found within self because it is for self. Right? You can walk away knowing that you've truly been a beacon of change in people's experience, as well as your own. You've learned so many lessons, not only from life, but through the lessons that you have taught others. Wow, I love that. I really love that. You've become a very profound being from the lessons that you have learned and the lessons that you have taught others, and being yourself. And allowing yourself to embody a better version of yourself, no matter how many different angles growth comes, no matter how many different angles change and expansion comes in. It's like, fuck it, hit me with whatever. I know I can keep going because I have so many times before. I don't feel weak. It's like that energy of, I don't feel like it's time to stop. I'm not down until I'm down. And this has been popping in my head a lot lately. That part in Wayne's song a long time ago when he said, they can't stop me even if they stop me. And it's like, it's so true. Life can't stop you even if it stops you. You keep fucking going. Change comes through determination. One choice can change your life, absolutely. But that one choice was produced from the many choices that led up to that decision. You hear me? It's never just one defining moment in life that gives you a profound sense of change. It's the culmination of them all. And having the brilliance and the wisdom and the attachment and detachment, the understanding, the proper ego, right? The proper pride that allows you to transform. Not so much even the situation, the experience, the quote-unquote lesson, right? The lesson is always found in learning. Just like the test, you know what I mean? It's not the test that teaches you, it's the studying for it. It's the hands-on experiments, right? That's what passes the test, not the test being in your face. You've passed the test that you signed up for on a soulful level. I'm a strong believer that hands-on learning is one of the best forms of learning, because it allows you to truly apply yourself instead of being a copy of a copy and having things projected at you, right? Somebody can't tell you a lesson. You have to experience it. We learn by repetition. We learn by experience. We grow by experience. And no matter what the form of experience is, we blessed to have it at the end of the day. And tribe, I love y'all because you've genuinely learned that. It's almost like, fuck it. Let life do what it do. I bounce back, I excel, and I grow. I'm a blessing unto myself. I'm a blessing unto others. And I am continually blessed. It's just like blessings, blessings, blessings. I sung a song to y'all before. Y'all know I used to sing when I was little. All these blessings come from the divine. All these blessings come from the divine. Let's close this out with one card for you guys. These are all majors. Let's get the biggest divine major influence here that's assisting you in this upcoming chapter, in this new cycle. You can't fear ending cycles because it gives us the opportunity to walk straight into new ones, right? It's life. It's what we just say, we learn by repetition. We heal in layers. Everything is a view, overview, review, proceed. Fuck it. The best thing you can do is make sure that every time energy recycles itself, it's on a much higher fucking vibration, right? Control what you can control and leave the rest to the divine. If energy is going to recycle itself in your experience, you better make sure you transform that energy into the highest vibration of all. If that's the sun, I'm done. If it's going to recycle itself, that spiritual spiral is going to come back around. Make sure that bitch come back around from being right here to right here. I will go higher than that, but y'all won't be able to see it. Make sure when that energy returns, it's an energy you could work with this time. That's the point of learning the lesson. It's the point of learning the lesson. I told y'all, life is like a soul school. It's a soul school. It's a play. It's whatever. As long as you're getting benefit out of it. Ooh, we're going to leave it there. Your strongest divine energies is divine as fuck, for one. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. Harmony, partnership, duality again. I feel this energy of touching bases with your inner child as well. And people take that and people don't really take that for what it is as often as they really should. I heard that one song, they be like, ain't it a blessing? Ain't it a blessing? Y'all made it out after all that happened. Oh shit, y'all. Again, high priestess energy. With the sun. Total paradigm shift within these cards alone. I know some of y'all are not going to believe it. Some people might not believe it. And I almost cried because I hate seeing people rob themselves of their own victories. Just because they've seen so much and endured so much. And it's like every time I feel like something's good, it's the same shit, different experience, right? Divine is telling you, like, really, 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 though. Like, for real, for real, for real. For real. Y'all really, really. This quote-unquote same shit, rotating vibrations, similar vibrations. When they tell you it's nothing new under the sun, Y'all know I'm always honest with y'all. There's not much that's new under the sun. Same shit, new form. Just like us in these new vessels. Same soul, new vessel. It's not much new under the sun. But with that being said, it's a lot easier to align than it is to actually create from nothing. To will in from the physical. I think a lot of you are understanding that a lot of shit in your experience you can simply vibrationally align to. And when it's time to actually pour yourself all in and actually create something, you know that that shit comes from the divine. Nobody else. When it's time to create and really exert your energy on some shit that matters, you know that that comes from the divine. And you're no longer overly investing in anything else. It's like it's either I called you in vibrationally, right? Because I don't feel like you create people. So when it comes to partners, friendships, business acquaintances, all these kind of things, this is about alignment, not creation, remember? When it comes to real love, let me tell y'all something. When it comes to real love, especially in a relationship, you don't create the love for that person. You receive it. Just like you don't create your perfect person. It's impossible. You don't create love with somebody. You receive it and you give it. Period. In any encounter, if you're trying to create love, create a better way, create a way for you two to be compatible, you're fucking yourself over. If you're... I'm trying not to go too deep with y'all. I'm really trying not to go too deep with y'all. I think a lot of y'all understand, but let things be organic. The divine can create. We can align. And when it's time to create, we remember we're co-creators. So we co-create. When it's time to co-create, do that shit with the divine and stop trying to fix people. Stop trying to fix situations. If it's not in the flow, you're gonna start a fucking tsunami. You know what I mean? Some shit. It's like, be in the flow. Period. Remember that things are a vibration here. When you're creating something, it's divinely guided. When something has come in based on alignment, check the vibration and correct it. And you'll see if the person stays or goes. It's not on you to fix a damn thing or anyone. You simply do you because that's what you do best. And the people who are supposed to receive you, and the people you are supposed to receive, the love you are supposed to give and receive will naturally happen. It will naturally flow. You will become vibrationally aligned to the right shit. You will begin to hear the call of creation when it's time to bring something in that people have not seen in this day and age, right? That people have not seen physically. Some people... I'm trying so hard not to get too deep into things with y'all. It's like that energy is two people creating or, bringing into fruition the same thing on two different sides of the world. When it's time to create, the divine sends it down to the pool of consciousness, and the people who are supposed to get it, they get it. And the people who are willing to carry it out, carry it out. Like I say always, that path is really narrow. And the divine sends some shit down, and it's time to create it, it's time to do this shit. Many people miss the call because they on the wrong line worried about the wrong shit. It's the energy of you're no longer keeping your phone line busy with the bullshit. You're no longer letting your mind be preoccupied with the bullshit. You awaiting the call from the divine, and it feels like I'm seeing that thing when they call it superheroes and the alarms get to going off. You like... It's time to put on my super suit. It's time to be Black Panther. And save the world. You've saved yourself. I love y'all. Y'all, please have a great one. I am so honored for y'all to be my tribe. I mean, sheesh. I love y'all. We the teachers and the students in every experience, so be adaptable. Don't let pride be your fall. I love y'all.